Hello and welcome, beautiful souls, to Mindshift Media, the space where we explore the incredible power of our minds to shape our reality. I'm your host, Teodor. Have you ever felt like you're living a story that someone else wrote for you? Or perhaps, like a previous chapter of your life was so overwhelming, so filled with unexpected plot twists and painful moments, that you've forgotten you even have a say in what comes next. Maybe you're rereading those dog-eared pages of hurt, confusion, or disappointment, feeling stuck in a narrative you didn't choose. A recent study I came across highlighted that a significant percentage of young adults feel a lack of control over their future, especially after experiencing setbacks. It's a common feeling, this sense that our past dictates our present. But what if I told you that even after the most difficult chapters, the pen is now unequivocally in your hand? Today, we're not just going to talk about turning a new page. We're talking about consciously, intentionally, and powerfully writing your next chapter, the one that starts right now. This isn't about ignoring the past, but about acknowledging its lessons and then choosing the ink, the words, and the direction for the story you're living today. Before we can truly embrace the role of author, it's important to acknowledge the chapters already written. For many of us, especially as we navigate early career challenges, personal growth, or simply the complexities of modern life, these past chapters might contain narratives of struggle, pain, disappointment, or even trauma. Perhaps it was a job that didn't work out, a relationship that ended, a period of intense self-doubt, or a global event that shifted your entire world. These aren't just minor plot points. They are significant experiences that shape us. It's okay if those chapters were hard. It's okay if they brought you to your knees. It's okay to feel the weight of them. Think of it like this. Every great story has moments of conflict, of hardship. These are the parts that often define the hero's journey, that forge their strength, their resilience, their wisdom. Your past experiences, no matter how challenging, have likely equipped you with insights and strengths you might not even fully recognize yet. Maybe you learned about your own resilience, the depths of your endurance. Perhaps you discovered who your true friends are, or what you truly value when things get tough. These aren't just scars, they are testimonials to your journey. I remember a time in my own life, early in my career, when a project I had poured my heart and soul into completely failed. It felt like a public declaration of my inadequacy. For months, that chapter was all I could focus on. The theme was failure. The protagonist, me, was not good enough. But looking back, that painful chapter taught me invaluable lessons about humility, about asking for help, and about the importance of process over outcome. It was a tough read, but it was a necessary part of my story. So, take a moment, if you will. Acknowledge a difficult chapter you've lived through. Don't dwell there, but just nod to it. See the strength it took to get through it. See the lessons, however subtle, that might be embedded in its pages. This isn't about romanticizing pain, but about extracting the wisdom that can fuel your next chapter. And here's where the shift happens. Here's the empowering truth. No matter what yesterday held, today presents you with a gloriously, beautifully blank page. And the pen? It's right here, in your hand. You, my friends, are the author. This concept of agency is so crucial in mental well-being. Agency is the understanding that you have the capacity to act independently and make your own free choices. When we've been through tough times, it's easy for our sense of agency to get eroded. We might feel like life happens to us, but the act of picking up that metaphorical pen is a profound declaration of your power. It's saying, yes, that part of my story was hard. It was painful. It was not what I wanted. But this next part, I get to choose the tone. I get to choose the theme. I get to choose the direction. This isn't about pretending the past didn't happen. It's about deciding that the past will no longer be the sole author of your future. You are not just a character reacting to events. You are the narrator, the protagonist, and the editor of your life moving forward. Imagine you're standing before a vast library. The previous volumes of your life are on the shelves. You can see them, acknowledge them. But in your hands, you hold a brand new, unwritten book. It smells of possibility. The pages are crisp and white. What story wants to be told now? This realization can be both exhilarating and a little daunting, right? The sheer freedom of it. But that's where we get practical. So you're holding the pen. The page is blank. Where do you begin? Just like any good author, you start by thinking about the core elements of your new chapter. First, let's consider the theme. What do you want this next chapter of your life to be about? Is it a chapter of growth? Perhaps learning a new skill, pursuing further education, or focusing on personal development? Is it a chapter of connection? Maybe deepening existing relationships, building new friendships, or finding your community? Could it be a chapter of healing? Gently tending to old wounds, prioritizing self-care, seeking therapy or support? Or perhaps it's a chapter of adventure, trying new things, stepping outside your comfort zone, exploring new places or ideas. Maybe it's peace, creativity, purpose, joy, or simplicity. There's no right or wrong theme. What resonates with you right now, given everything you've been through and everything you aspire to? Take a moment. If you could give this next chapter a thematic title, what would it be? Let that sink in. Second, let's explore your values. Values are your guiding principles, your internal compass. When your actions align with your values, you feel more authentic and fulfilled. What truly matters to you as you write this chapter? Is it honesty, compassion, courage, resilience, kindness, integrity, financial stability, learning, contribution? Think about how these values can be woven into the narrative you're creating. If courage is a core value, how can you embody that in the small decisions you make each day? If connection is a theme and kindness a value, what actions reflect that? Third, let's set the scene. What does the environment of this new chapter look and feel like? This isn't just about physical location, but also about the emotional and mental space you want to cultivate. Do you want a scene filled with more calm or more vibrancy? More solitude for reflection or more social interaction? What elements need to be present in your daily life to support the theme and values you've identified? This is your chance to be an intentional architect of your experiences. You are not just passively living, you are actively creating. Okay, author, you've got your theme, your values, and a sense of the scene. Now it's time to write the very first lines of this new chapter. And here's a secret. You don't need to write a whole novel today. You just need to write a word, a sentence, a single paragraph. It's about small, actionable steps. Grand narratives are built one sentence at a time. So ask yourself, what is one small thing I can do today that aligns with the new chapter I want to write? If your theme is growth, maybe your first line is, I will spend 15 minutes researching that online course I've been curious about, or I will read one article related to my field. If your theme is connection and your value is kindness, perhaps it's, I will send a thoughtful message to a friend I haven't spoken to in a while. Or, I will offer a genuine compliment to a colleague. If your theme is healing, your action could be, I will schedule 10 minutes for quiet meditation today. Or, I will write down 3 things I'm grateful for, even amidst challenges. If your theme is adventure, it might be, I will walk a different route home from work today. Or, I will try one new food this week. Notice how these are small, manageable actions. They are not overwhelming. Each tiny step forward is a word written on your page. Each conscious choice is an act of authorship. Sometimes the blank page can feel intimidating, We might experience writer's block, fear, self-doubt, procrastination. That's normal. When that happens, come back to your theme and values. Remind yourself why you want to write this chapter. And then, make the next step even smaller. If 15 minutes of research feels too much, make it open the website. If send a thoughtful message is too daunting, make it think about who I could message. The key is momentum. The key is to affirm, through action, that you are the one holding the pen. You are in charge of this narrative now. Celebrate these small beginnings. Each one is a victory. Each one is a sentence added to your magnificent, unfolding story. And remember, this new chapter doesn't have to be perfect. Stories are messy. Characters evolve. There will be revisions, edits, perhaps even some crossed out lines. That's part of the creative process. Embrace the imperfection. Embrace the journey of writing it. So, as we draw this episode of Mindshift Media to a close, I want you to hold on to that image of yourself as the author of your life. The past chapters, with all their joys and sorrows, lessons and heartaches, have brought you to this moment. They've given you depth, wisdom, and a unique perspective. But today, a fresh page awaits. You hold the pen, the power to choose the themes, to live by your values, and to take those small, courageous steps forward is entirely yours. Your story is far from over. In many ways, it's just beginning a new, exciting arc. What's one word, one feeling, or one small action that you will use to start writing your next chapter today? I'd love to hear about it. Thank you for joining me on Mindshift Media. It's a privilege to share this space with you. If this episode resonated, please do like this video, subscribe to Mindshift Media for more content on mental well-being and personal empowerment, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming conversations. Your engagement truly helps our community grow and allows us to reach more people who might need to hear that they too hold the pen. Until next time, be kind to yourself, be brave in your storytelling, and remember that your next chapter is waiting to be written by you. I'm Teodor, and this has been Mindshift Media. Write well.